Oftentimes, the best way to learn about something is to explore and play around within the toolbar. So we're interested in the number tools. So we've actually loaded the model, so we're going to get data. It's a text CSV file, and we're interested in the products file. Okay, we're previewing our table right now. So 1252 Western European, it's comma delimited, that's correct. It's based on the first 200 rows, that is adequate. Everything looks correct, so we click on edit. Okay, now we're in the editing screen. The name of the file is AdventureWorks Products, which is correct. Now we're looking at only part of the query here, so we click the down arrow. Now we have the complete query. So the properties, name, AdventureWorks Products. Okay, we always want to change the name. AW Products. We're creating a lookup table. So we hit return. Okay, the applied steps are the history, what actions PBI has taken. So it loaded the source file, it's promoted the headers, and now we're changing type. So let's look at our types. We have a numeric column, we have a text column, here we have floating. Very good. A float with decimal. Okay. So we're going to start our exploration. Let's click on transform, and we're looking at the number column section. Statistics. Statistics are aggregate functions that act on a number, that act on quantity of numbers and actually will aggregate them. So sum, minimum, maximum, median, average, standard deviation, and then count values and count distinct values. So notice that we have a numeric column selected, and these are the ones, the statistical functions that are coming up. If we select a text column, everything is grayed out except count values and count distinct values. So we would be allowed to actually count the number of values here or count the distinct values. Okay, very good. The standard operators. Okay, we have add, multiply, subtract, divide, integer divide, modulo, percentage, and percentage of. Very good. The scientific functions. These are the functions you would use in scientific analysis. Absolute value, power, square root, exponent, logarithm, factorial. Very good. Trigonometry, sine, cosine, tangent, arcsine, arcosine, and arctangent. Rounding. You can round up, you can round down, or you can round a specific number of decimal places. Very good. And then information. This is interesting. It will determine, is the number even? Is the number odd? And what is the sign? So is even and is odd return true or false. And sign returns a negative one if it's negative, a positive one if it's positive, and a 0 if the number is 0. Okay, so we're going back to our analysis. The statistical functions, they generate a single number. They are aggregators, usually not used when you're loading and cleaning a data file. So when you click on transform, the statistics functions appear because they are used transforming data. To count the number of distinct items within, so we're going to look at a product name. How do we count the number of distinct items? What would we do? We would go, okay, we select product names, we make sure the Transform tab is selected, Statistics, Count Values. So we click on Count Values, and it's coming up with the aggregate of 293 rows listed. Okay, very good. Okay, say we want to find the average value in product price. So we're looking at the prices and we're wondering, what is the average value? So we select the column, we click on Transform, Statistics, Average. So the average price is $714.44. That's kind of high, but we're looking at bicycle products, and some bicycles are very expensive. Some of the frames are expensive. Okay, let's look at the median value for the same column. So for product price, Transform, Statistics, Median. So the median value, or the middle value, is $333.42. So the way you calculate median, as you probably know, is it's the middle value if you have an odd set, or it's the two middle values averaged if you have an even set. So that is the median. Okay, say say we're looking at the cost and the price columns. And the first thing I notice is we have 4 decimal places, 2 decimal places. Okay, we want to round these. We want to round all these numbers to 2 decimal places. So how do we do that? So we select the 2 columns. We click Transform, Rounding, and then you go to the bottom selection, which is Round, and you type in 2. And there we have it. They have been transformed, and we have 2 decimal places. Very good. Now, let's say our supplier just contacted us, and effective tomorrow, the cost of our product, here's our product cost, has increased by 10%. So how do we communicate to our company of the product cost increase? What would we do? So we select the column. This is a standard operation, so we click on Standard, Multiply, we type in the value, 1.1, okay, and we have our increase by 10%. So the numbers have increased. Very good. So Power BI has made common statistical and mathematical operations menu driven. And it's so much easier, allowing us to focus on the analysis rather than on the coding. Thank you very much. This is just awesome. I just love working in this program.